Okay, what is up YouTube? This is Pariah, and today I'm going to show you how to mix your beats. And first I want to start off with every beat is going to be different, so don't apply the same exact method that I applied or that anybody applied to anything. You just want to go off how the beat is that you have. Just like use the same basics of it. But we're gonna go ahead and there should be a gray box right here. Double click that. Make sure all of these are highlighted green. We're gonna go to the mixer channel and we're gonna click the first one. Go to, actually right click on the first channel. Go to channel routing. Route selected channel starting from this track. And it should lay out all of your tracks that you have on there, so then it will be easier than manually doing everyone. So we're gonna go ahead and listen to how it sounds and see what we need to do with it. Okay, so first I believe that the bass needs to be higher, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix the bass real quick. But I have like presets of like 808s, kicks and stuff, so it's like already preset up for most of the time, so it will save you time. But we're gonna show you how to actually I'm gonna show you how to actually mix this. So go ahead and open up the Pariah EQ2 and you can see the little sound heat or thresh or whatever you call that. I don't know what it's really called, but we're gonna go ahead and lower this a little bit. I like it like that. You just really do it how you like it. So and make sure you boost like right there and you lower that because you don't want to have any like unregistered sound in your songs, because it could like mess up your whole song. But hold on, let me and so we're gonna go ahead and like lower we're gonna keep the mids like that. But let's see, we're going to sometimes you can use a compressor, but I'd rather not use a compressor right now. So actually we're gonna use Camel Crusher, which is kinda like, it is a compressor and a distortion, but we're gonna go ahead and press play to listen to it. And you just adjust it how you like it, and I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna go through all the presets first and see which one I like better and then edit it from there. So let's go ahead and So we have the bass that I wanted, and I'm gonna go ahead and lower that a little bit, keeping it right there for a second. Okay, so after that we're gonna go ahead and lower all of these. I haven't do click multi-touch, and I think you can actually no, never mind, I don't know what that does really, but we're gonna go ahead and lower all of the sounds that's not like the kick, clap, or hi-hats. So like basically the melody, all of the melodies, pads, leads, synths, we're gonna go ahead and lower all those. And by the way, I have a touch screen, so I'm like touching with both of my fingers to highlight all of these. I don't know how to do it the easy way on without having a touch screen, but we're gonna go ahead and lower all these down to 80%, 80 or 70%, whichever one you want to do, and see how much better it sounds from just doing that. But we're gonna raise that. We're gonna raise the main melody up a little bit, because that's how I want it to sound. Okay. Okay, I think that sounds perfect just like that. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the snare. Go to like your snares, and we're gonna go ahead and mix that real quick. Open up the EQ. By the way, everything is gonna use the EQ too, so want to make sure you have that on all of your sounds, because I mean it's just gonna make it sound way better. So we're gonna cut out the high end to make sure there's no like sound that we can't hear that's bothering other people who can hear those higher hertz. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll off some of the low end. And we're gonna boost some point of this, so whichever point you think is better for your snare, you're just gonna like play with it like that a little bit, but I think it sounds better right here. And we're gonna just boost it a little bit and just focus on that little point right there, and then lower it a little bit, so it's not like dramatically like that, but just lower it a little bit, and it will just like add in an extra punch to your tracks. So we're gonna go ahead and open up another parametric EQ for the other snare that we have. We'll do the same as the other one. Roll off the low end, cut off the high end, and then we don't want to boost the same point as the other one because we want it to sound a little bit different. So we're gonna go over here or a little bit, so then it will stick out just a little bit more than before. But let's go to the next. Okay, we definitely need to cut that out. So, because your snares is not supposed to have high end in it. I mean low end in it. Let's cut off some of the high end. Okay, I like it like that. Let's boost that right there. Okay, we got another snare. We have like 4 snares on this track, which is like the most snares I ever had on a track, but it sounds all together and not like a lot of snares or whatever. We'll go ahead and cut off the high end. Boost right here will be better for this snare. Okay, we're gonna go with the hi-hat, parametric EQ2 again. Cut off the high end. Raise like right there. Sounds perfect right there. And then we have 2 hi-hats. You want to really just cut off all of the sound that that you can't hear, or just like keep basically the sound that you can see and hear for the most part, because every other sound that's like over here, it's just like unnecessary and it will like mud up your track. So go ahead and okay, so we're on the kick now, and what we need to do with the kick is to make it more punchy. We're gonna go ahead and lower that over there a little bit. Go ahead and cut off the low end. Actually, we're gonna kind of roll it off. And we're gonna put that to 50 hertz because 50 hertz is where the bass normally be. So we're gonna try to lower all of the bass from the kick and keep the punchiness. So we're gonna higher like 114 hertz, actually 113, around there. We're gonna raise that up because it will make it sound more punchier like that. Okay, so also we're gonna need a distortion on it. You can use let's see, you can use wave shaper too. That will work perfect with it also. See, that I kind of like how that sound, but we're gonna go with the Camel Crush. Okay, I like it like that. It's really punchy like that. So we're not even gonna mess with the Camel Crusher, but we're gonna raise that up a little bit. Let's play the kick with the bass real quick, to make sure everything is like, make sure the kick and bass is all together. Okay, yeah, it sounds perfect like that. Like the kick is punching through the 808 and not like blending in with it or nothing. That's how you want it. Make sure it's not blended in with the kick. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go with the open hats, right? That's what these are. I gotta unmute those. Okay, also, okay, actually, I'm gonna tell you that right after I get done with EQing all of this. So we're gonna do the basics, cut off the high end, and roll off the low end. Just like that, that's perfect right there. You truthfully just want to get things how you want it to sound, really. Like, there's no specific way how to mix or master. Go ahead and roll off that low end, raise that part. And now the bell, we're gonna cut off the low end, because there's probably a lot of low end in this, which it is. That's perfect right there. We're gonna roll off the high end, raise like right here. You don't really want to raise the middle too much, because there's like everything in the middle, and that'll make it sound like jumbled together. Okay, so we're gonna go to the insert track and open mixer track. I already have it below. Already set reverb, and so the reverb kind of sounds like this. So I'll play it. Okay, so we have the reverb on there, but we do not want to have it all the way up. We want to just have like a little bit of reverb, because that's just how I do it. Like, you don't have to do the reverb, it just sounds like a little bit more ambient if you add a little bit of reverb to everything. So I want to lower that a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and do it to the open hats. Make sure it's not like really loud reverb or nothing, because that will be like irritating to your ear a little bit. Don't put it on the 808 or kicks. That's like the only thing you don't want to put it on. See, I like how that sounds. It sounds really clear. You can hear the piano, 808, the kick, all clear, and the hats. You want to make sure you hear the hats clear. And if you want to make your kick stand out a little bit more, make sure, turn down the just make sure you turn down all of the like hi-hats, snare, claps, percussions down to like 90% if you want the kick and 808 to stand out a little bit more. But I think it sounds fine just how it is for my track. So we're gonna go ahead and go to slot 1. On the master track. This will not be mastering it at all, but you don't want to master none of your beats because it will like mess up your mastering on the actual song. So we're gonna go ahead and cut off the low end a little bit. Okay, so after we cut off the low end and high end, just like a little bit, not too much, we're gonna, some people will need to boost the kick up a little bit right here on the mixer track, but I don't need to. Mine is already punching through the track and everything, so I think it sounds perfect. Yeah, I think it sounds perfect. We're not gonna do anything else to it. Except for we're gonna lower the mids a little bit to make it sound a little bit less muddy. Like, it don't sound really muddy, but it just, like, it will cut down a little bit of the mud in your track. I normally like to raise the high end a little bit, but I normally like to do that on a song, so we're not gonna do that. Or we're just not gonna do that. So we're gonna go ahead and put a limiter on this to make sure it don't peak or nothing. And it sounds perfect right there. And we have like everything that we need. Actually, no, we need to go ahead and mix the pianos and stuff. Go ahead and roll that off. And we're going to go ahead and press the save right here. We're going to hold that, drag it to the next one, because it will just like copy the exact same EQ, because those are the same pianos. So we don't have to like take up more time on the pianos, on the second piano. But let's go ahead and go with the choir, EQ that, And by the way, guys, you really do not want to EQ a lot of the like you don't want to EQ too much. Like, I'm gonna show you what too much is. I mean, unless if you want it to sound like that, then don't EQ it too much. But really, just EQ it how you want it to sound. And like, everybody has a vision, so just make sure it's your vision. And if it's your vision, normally it's good, or at least good to you, and other people will like it also. Just just do what you do. And you want to mess with things. You really don't want to bring things up here also, by the way, because it will just like mud up the track a little bit. Unless if actually there's no case that I actually needed to do that, but we're gonna go ahead and mix this real quick. Got the strings right here, or brass, or whatever you want to call this. Go ahead and lower that a little bit. Actually, we're gonna go dip into that a little bit. We're gonna lower the high ends a little bit, like right there. Like really after you do the kicks, the 808s, snares, and hats, you just like really run through the synths most of the time, unless if you want the synth to sound like a specific way. Like when I'm remixing a song, I would pick like a basic synth, and then putting the effects on it that the song kind of has it to make it sound more like that. But most of the time, like, you don't need to add like distortion on a string or nothing, or do anything really heavy to it. But yeah, that's all I want to say, really. Actually, I kind of want to add on the compression to this piano a little bit to see how this sounds real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna just like lower that a little bit, so it's like it has the effect on it, but it's not like, a lot. So we're gonna go ahead and add that to the second one too. Put it like right there. So it's like it just adds a little different sound, really. But we're gonna go ahead and run through the EQ2, and then lower the low ends, cut off the high ends, and right there, I like it right there. Do the same for this, cut off the low ends, cut off the high ends. A little bit, just not like a lot, because you still want high end in the song, but not just like a lot. I'm gonna raise that a little bit, and then you can use this EQ too, it's the same thing. It just isn't the same, really. And just like I said, everything else is basically the same. Like, just the same, really. Just went through that to show you guys all of that. So let's go ahead and listen to it. Okay, I like how that sounds. It sounds perfect to me. And we're gonna just keep it like that. And that's basically how you mix like any beat. And yeah, you just want to really if you want to get it to sound a different way, you just want to like play with it and add like distortion, a coarser, a franger, I don't know how you pronounce that really, a flangus, I think that's just called, a phaser, and like add delay to it if you want to. You just can really just like play with it really. That's what I do sometimes, but most of the time like I know exactly what I want, so I don't have to play with it anymore. Just like if you're a beginner, which most of the people who's watching this is a beginner, you just want to play with it as much as you can, and then you'll end up knowing what you want at the end. Like you'll just know like how you want something to sound, and you could just like point out what you want and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Make sure you click the thumbs up button, make sure you share this video, and subscribe below for more tutorials, and check out my beat channel that I have. I post beats on it like almost every week. Actually, I started back doing it every week, but just subscribe to that channel too. It should be like, I'll put it on the screen. Just subscribe to that channel, to subscribe to this one, and then comment below what you think and what tutorial you want me to do, and just comment your questions if you have any questions or anything below. And yeah, this is Kid Pariah. Peace out. Check out my other videos that I'm gonna have soon. This is my first tutorial video on this channel, so go ahead, check that out. I should be dropping a drum kit or something soon, because I have like my own drum kit. It's like you guys will love it. Like, let's see, right here. It just has like different like basic sounds for that one, but we'll go ahead and go to, well, I mean, it will have different sounds, but like I'll have a new one that like I personally made. So like that one is just like for the basics, and I'll have like a new one that I personally made and like edited myself and other things like that. But also we'll have templates for like different songs. So like Uber Everywhere, we're gonna have that template, RGF Island template, and a whole bunch of other templates like Justin Bieber's, let's see, what else, what other templates will we be having? Post Malone's, I forget, but I'm gonna go ahead and open one up for you guys so you guys can see what the template is and how it works and other things like that. And I'm gonna do a whole video about it like a little bit later. But this is like the layout of Uber Everywhere. Got the strings, plucks, synth, 808s, stack slash plucks, kicks, clap slash snares, pianos, hats. And that's like the layout. It goes or whatever. I forget how the melody really goes, but like I remade the beat, and then I went ahead and like just remade the beat, and then changed and deleted everything, so you have like the template of the exact song. Like I did that with RGF Island too, which these are the mutes in it, which has like the or whatever. So like but I still got the crash on it just in case you might want that. But yeah, That's the ones I have right now, but I'm gonna have a whole bunch more like Justin Bieber's. Like I have a whole set of famous remix. I have Blessings, Back to Back, Controller, and everything. But um, I will have like 4 of them out that's free, but the rest of them will be like $5 for a pack of 10 or something, for a pack of 5 or something. I don't know. I'll like make a whole video about it and how you use it and other things like that.